Hello everyone, it's Leo and this video is all about our beloved Mari-chan, Rosemary. In this video we're going to talk about an interview that Tomoaki Maeno, Rosemary's voice actor, did on Animage, and it was translated by Climate Notre. Here on YouTube you might have seen him in one of my live streams, and he kindly helped us by giving us this amazing translation of this great interview, and it gives us a little bit more insight on Mari as a character and also the process of creating Mari's voice. This is a very interesting thing. I love knowing those details, so let's get into it. The first thing we have to say is that Maeno has voiced a character in Precure before, and that is Myodoin Satsuki, Itsuki's brother, Cure Sunshine's brother from Heartcatch Precure. He was kind of like this minor character. He had his importance in Heartcatch, yes he did, but right now he is voicing one of the main characters of a Precure season, and let's just say this, one of the greatest characters in Precure as well. So let's start. The first question that was asked was how he felt when he was offered to voice a character in Precure, most specifically Mari-chan. He answered that he already voiced a character in Precure before, which is Satsuki from Heartcatch Precure, and he said that he was very happy with the offer to play Mari-chan. And at the same time that he felt some of the things were the same, he also said that there were lots of new experiences while voicing Mari, especially because the staff and the team that is working with him in Delicious Party is totally different than the team that worked with him in Heartcatch Precure. He mentioned that while dubbing Mari, he had memories of the time that he was dubbing Satsuki, and this also got him lots of new experiences as well. And last, he said that dubbing Mari is a totally new experience for him because he never dubbed a character like Rosemary before. Another question that was asked was his impression of Mari-chan. And he answered by saying that Mari is a reliable adult with a unique tone of voice. Mari never says wrong things and they give advice based on their life experience, so their advice is always very convincing. And then he said something that is very interesting about Mari that I never really noticed, only by watching, and now that he said it, I started noticing it and I was like, girl, this is so real. That when Mari is giving advice to the girls, their eyes are always on the same level as the characters that they're giving advice to. So it feels like they approach them and they are basically on the same level. It's not like this adult that knows everything. So Mari is definitely a reliable mentor. And Maeno also mentioned that parents and guardians whose children watch the show would think, I feel safe to let them take care of my kids. And then the interviewer said that Mari is an ideal grown-up, but at the same time they show us clumsy and mischievous sides, at the same time with a lot of charm. And Maeno complimented by saying that Mari, by being this model, makes their mischievous aspects stand out a lot more. And they always look very charming when doing so. When he is acting, he's always paying attention to express that. And at the beginning of the dubbing, he was assuming that Mari-chan could turn their attitude 180 degrees in the middle of the season, saying something like, I don't like you guys. But actually, he thought that an abrupt story like this would never play out because of Mari's personality. He is sure we will never come across such a plot in Delicious Party at all. Another question that was asked was, what story related to Mari-chan did you specifically get impressed by? And he answered that he was very impressed by Mari in episode 30. And he also said that he was very impressed with Mari in earlier episodes, saying that Mari appeared in style in the very first episode of the show and had this momentum of saying, let's keep doing our best. And then in the second episode, the title was Goodbye Yuri, Mari-chan's Decision. And he was very surprised with that title, and he thought, oh my god, this is too soon for Mari to be out, isn't it? He also mentioned episode 25, in which we can see Mari driving, and he thought that Mari was very smart by getting a driver's license, and they never really showed it to us, that the process of getting a driver's license. So he thought, wow, Mari is really someone who is never really showing us their efforts. They are a modest person. And then he makes an observation by saying that he noticed that the public was saying that he, as a voice actor, did lots of ad-libs for Mari. And ad-libs are like improvisations, or when you think of something to say that is outside of the script and it ends up making the final show. And he says that he has never done an ad-lib for Mari. Everything he says is on the script of the show, and people got this impression. He saw lots of comments about it on the internet, and he wanted to get up on a roof and scream that everything he says is part of the script of the show. It's not really his merit of adding them, but it's Maeno's merit, I think, by making Mari sound so natural that we would think it's an improvisation. I love it. Another question that was asked was, what is your impression of the Precure girls and mascots who are supported by Rosemary? And he answered that he thinks that they are all totally unique and steady. He personally thinks that they don't need to worry so much. And when it comes to mascots, there were lots of scenes where Mari hid them so as not to give the secret away. And this shows the love that Mari has for those mascots, and it's very nice to talk their way out of the situation when the secret is almost out. This definitely has given us lots of comedic scenes in Delicious Party. I also love it. There was also the question about his impression on Black Pepper, the person who fights together with the girls. And he answered saying that Mari has noticed Black Pepper looks a lot like Cinnamon, so he cares about Black Pepper as well. I love this. Since it's important to Mari, it's also important to the voice actor. And he feels like he only appears when Precious is in a pinch, and it's lovely that he is the only fighter who gets dressed by himself. Yes, Black Pepper does not have a transformation scene in Delicious Party. I know lots of fans were expecting it, but sorry, not happening. Also said that he and the fellow members of the anime were wondering about the sub-attack. Pepper Mill's spin kick had a spinning move or something off the wall until he used it. So when they saw the attack, they were all very glad about it. And no one really knows Black Pepper's identity, but no one goes deep into it. Did Mari give them advice like, you shouldn't poke into someone's personal life? And it's very interesting because it feels very on brand for Mari to say. Related to Mari's secrets and their past, a question was asked. Do you have anything on your mind about what Mari-chan will be like? And he answered that he is very interested in Mari-chan's background story with their master Ginger, and it seems Takumi's mother, An, had already known them and more if they would fight together with the girls in the future. He would be very happy if they took a chance to fight as cool as Black Pepper did at least once by the final battle. Girl, I can definitely say the same. I really want Mari to give us a big final showdown. We saw that in the first episode, and we really want to see it again. Come on, Delicious Party. Give us Mari fighting at least once more. Even Maeno is asking for it. But to kill our hype, the next question comes, and it is, but Mari, as a commander, is also essential in any battles, right? And he said that Mari specifically signaled the girls calling out like, now or never, or now is our chance. And they sometimes also make the strategies of the battles. But actually, he would like to see Mari using a splendid attack. Baby, me too. He has a fantasy or a wish that he would like to play Mari-chan in an episode such as their fake sent by the Banguru gang, giving some harsh words to the girls and watch how they get over such a situation. But he finally convinced himself that it never would happen because Mari-chan would never say words to offend other people. That is so true about Mari, and that is why we love them so much. And the last question was, the climax of the story is getting closer and closer. What are your highlights in the coming episodes? And he said that it's very pleasing to put focus on each character as the center of each episode. So we will enjoy how their act will finish in the coming episodes. I think that he was specifically mentioning the character arcs that are basically already finished with Yui's last episode 2. He said that Mari-chan will also do their best as well, and he hopes we enjoy the episodes to come. And at the end, there was a very interesting question concerning Christmas, which isn't related to Mari actually, but also the full cast of Delicious Party. The question was, put the characters in order according to how well they would be likely to craft Christmas ornaments. And he said that Amane is the most likely, and then Takumi, then Kokone, then Mari, then Den, and Yui as the least likely, obviously. Amane would be likely to make a perfect one, for sure. Amane is always on point with everything. Takumi would be a better hand at crafting than we thought, and get flushed by receiving praise from Yui. When it comes to Kokone though, she is sometimes extraordinarily unique. She would make it properly. Mari would make an ordinary one. Dan would make an artistic one in her creative manner, but the sense of style couldn't be accepted by the public. I love this. And Yui would go with the flow, making one. After all, Takumi would embarrassingly be amazed at her ornaments, saying, "What the heck?" I imagine something like that. I insist this is my personal thought. It's unofficial. It came from my imagination, right? I really love it. I feel like those voice actors, when they're working on a show, they really get the flow and the spirit of it. We could really notice by this answer that Maeno knows 100% the style of every character from Delicious Party perfectly. I absolutely love it. So first of all, Climax, thank you so much for translating this for us. This was a lot of fun, and I love getting in depth with the characters we love so much. And second, if you'd like to read this interview more in depth, you could go to Precord, the Discord server. It's going to be available there as well for you to read and for you to, have time to go in depth with each answer. Anyways, I am very glad that we're able to see some words from Maeno-san and understand Rosemary a little bit better. Climax, thank you very, very much for this one. And if you've watched up to now, thank you so much as well. And obviously a special thank you to the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. Thank you so much for supporting me and the channel. I am very, very thankful. Anyways, babies, this is all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.